it's your girl NueNew the Hair Diva, and I'm back with you with my first Shop My Stash video for week number 2, makeup look number 1, and we are in January. If by chance you hear a little bit of noise off to the side, it is my hair dryer. I have a hooded hair dryer in the room, and I'm cold, and I'm just trying to heat the room up without, cutting the heat up. All right, so I have created this look that I am very excited about. Hopefully, I can do a recreation of this look as a tutorial, being as though I was asked to do one. So like I always do, I'm going to show you my look. We're going to go over the makeup, and then we will be done. All right, so let me zoom in and I will show you what my look looks like. As always, here is my forehead, front and center, to show you the foundation, just to show you what it looks like. I like the fact that the majority of the foundations that I use pretty much look like my regular skin. We also have my brows. I'm not even going to say it, but you know I love them. And we have my shadow. And I hope it looks good. I also done a wing line. Here are my lashes. We have highlight. We also have blush. And my lips. Ta-da! All right, let's get into this makeup. Now, I have been having some technical difficulties as I have been putting on my makeup, and I'm beginning to think I know what the technical difficulty is. First things first, I always have to use my Visine, because my eyes, they just burn and they start to water, and I think they're just sensitive to the shadows. The technical difficulty that I think I'm having is this primer. It is the Mally primer, and this is what the front looks like. It is the Perfect Prep Primer Glow. Now, I think I'm being irritated by this primer. This is what it looks like. And I don't mean me being upset with it. I think it's irritating my face, because different areas of my face are starting to itch that never did before. And as I apply it to the top parts of my face, especially near my brows, I just feel a little burning sensation that I'm not liking. And this is the only thing that I have been using over and over again that I think it's coming from. But we're going to keep trying it, and we're going to see just to make sure. After using that primer, I start to work on my brows. 2 items that I'm using, I am still using this Nicka lip pencil. This is in the color Cocoa, and I always do it for the front part of my brows. The second part of my brows, from the middle to the end, I am using this NYX pencil. The color is black brown. This is a staple. I will always keep repurchasing this one. Now I just have to find the staple for the front part of my brows, and then NueNew will be good to go. After doing that to my brows, I use this item to lock it in. I have several different things that I use. This is the e.l.f. Makeup Lock and Seal. With this, I applied it over my brows. I remember telling you about this many times last year. It was one of the first items that I used to help seal my brows in as I do them. So I have that. Then I worked my way to my eyes, and I'm just going to do it. I'm going to tell you how I actually applied my makeup for today. After doing that, I use my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This is in the color Original, and and I put that on both of my lids. Then I started to work on this palette here. Now, I haven't put anything on the outside of the palette, but just in case this is your first time watching my video, NueNew likes to create things out of what I already have. This is a Mary Kay holder, which used to hold like a mirror, which I still have, and allows you to use their particular makeup. I still had the case. So what I did with this is these 4 different palettes that I put in here, I got tired of reaching for them separately. So what I did was I worked off of this palette here, and this particular palette is my Tarte Be Magnificent. All I did was pop out the insert and I hot glued it to here so that I could still use it. And later on I will let you know what I actually used the outer box for the Tarte Be Magnificent. I put something else in there. So the colors that I use for all over, I blended these 3 colors here. Now, no, I don't have the little paper. Well, I may have the paper. I don't have it in front of me. But the little plastic part that tells you the names, I don't know. But these 3 colors, I just tap my brush on all 3, and that's what I use as my transitional color. For the outer perimeter here, that orangey color, I went to my Stila in the Know palette, and I pretty much just cut this out. It was on styrofoam and cardboard packaging. I cut it out. I am reusing the top part mirror. I think I showed that to you. And this here, I just hot glued to the top part of the palette. This color here is called Fire, and that's the orangey color that I'm using on the outer perimeter. For the brow bone color, I went to my Naked Basics palette. The reason why I kept these particular inserts, it had the name on it, and this palette was big enough for me to put it there, and I can actually put maybe 2 or 3 single shadows right here without it messing up anything. But for the brow bone area, I use this color here, which is called Venus. This color here from the Naked Basic palette, and that is the brow bone area. That is all that I use out of this palette. Then I am working on my 6 in 2016, so that means I am using my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. Within this palette, it's the old one. It doesn't have all of the names and things to it, and now I could use the item that I made to cover the mirror. Now I can show it to you without blinding you. For this one, I use this color here. It's kind of like a golden champagne. This is what that looks like on my finger. I use that as my lid color. And then I came in with this dark chocolate here, and I believe this is called dark chocolate, all over in the crease area for that brown, and on the outer perimeter to kind of help me do my wing line. This here is the top part of the Stila in the Know palette. It is a mirror on the other side. I just blinged it out with some nail jewels, put my name there, and this is going to help me cover up my mirror so I can show you my palettes much better. After doing that, for my lower lash line, I am using the LA Girl Glide Pencil, and it is this gray color. And this color, let's see, the actual name is called Charcoal Gray. For the inner tear duct area, I'm using another LA Girl Glide Pencil, and this is in the color Champagne. The mascara that I'm using, and I'm trying to use this one up, this mascara actually gives me 6 months, and I know I've only used it maybe a good 3.5, so I'm going to keep using it for the full 6 months. It is the Real Colors Whiplash Ultimate Mascara. If you haven't seen the wand, this is what that wand looks like. Okay, and it still has plenty of mascara inside, so like I said, I'm going to keep using it. Then to make my shadow pop out a little more, I went back and used the e.l.f. Makeup Lock and Seal, and I just applied it to the top part of my lid color just to make it pop a little more, as well as seal it in. Alright, now for my face, I am using my Maybelline Fit Me foundations. I'm using both of these, the stick formula. It is 340 cappuccino and 355 coconut. This is 340 cappuccino. It is the lighter one. And I use this almost like a concealer. I just used it under the eye area, the middle of my forehead, a little bit down the nose, and Cupid's bow and chin. For the outer perimeter of my face, I use, 355 coconut, and that is that color. And I just stippled it in, and so far so good. For the powder on my face, I didn't use any powder under my eyes. I'm trying to use all of my makeup all different types of ways, so I went to the MAC Wash and Dry collection. This is the matte bronze. However, I'm using it as an all over face powder. This is that color. So far, so good. For the highlight on my face, I am using my Clinique Chubby Stick. This is in the color 01 Hefty Highlight. If you haven't seen that, I will give you a swatch. It looks like this, and that is a very vibrant swatch there. And with this, I just used a stippling brush and stippled it all over. This is what it looks like when you blend it out. Some of the concealer to help clean up my brows, because I noticed I forgot that. I'm using the Stila Stay All Day in Maple 14. And this is that color. On my lips, I don't have a liner. I just decided NueNew is not even going to try to use a liner. Only one, but it's for my OCC lip tar. Past that, I'm not going to be using any lip liners. This is a Color Sensational 450 Mauve Mania. This is also a part of my 6 in 2016. And this is that color. I will put it here. And then to set everything, well, I think I forgot one thing. The blush that is on my face. I use 2 colors in here. I use this color here, which is called Sienna. And then I use this color here, which is called Red. And I just blended those two together. And this is the color that I got. And you can see the highlight. I'm liking it. To mesh everything together, I pulled out my MAC Fix Plus. And I just doused my face in it. Alright, so now I'm going to show you my face one more time. We have the foundation. We have my brows. We have my shadow, my lashes, my under eye color. We have highlight. Maybe you can see it even better here. We have the blush and my lips. Ta-da! Thank you so much for sticking me to the end of this video. I truly appreciate it. If by chance you want to see a recreation of this shadow look, because I am really loving it, definitely leave that comment below. Welcome to all the new positive supporters. Definitely check your personal messages. I always send a message once I realize you have subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope to get to know you all much better, as much as I want you to get to know me. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know what to do. Leave that below. To all be blessed. Wear your makeup, save your money, and NueNew will see you in a few days with the next video. Bye.